Why I lost the game of life. That is the subject of today's video while playing Super Bomberman 2 in 240p, 60 FPS, upscaled to 4K, 60 FPS. And if you don't know what that means, basically I took the original gameplay, recorded it in lossless quality, which means no loss in quality. It's like looking at PNG images if you look at the original video file. But anyways, and then I upscale it to 4K so it looks super nice. Like, this is pretty much the best image quality you could possibly get of this game in 4K on YouTube. And so I'll be talking about how I lost the game of life while playing Super Bomberman 2. This video is a throwback to a lot of the type of content I was making in like the first half of 2023. I'm returning to making content that style for a few reasons. Number one, really easy to make long videos that require very minimal editing. Like, I can upload this video the same day I record it, and it's just a long video. Like, so that's the biggest reason I'm returning to this format. Another reason, too, is that, like, my mental health this year has, like, deteriorated to an extreme, and I don't really enjoy doing fancy editing as much right now as I normally do because I just don't have the free time I used to have. This has just been a very stressful year for me. One of the most stressful years of my entire life. I rarely feel like I have lost the game of life. Either I'm losing the game of life or I've lost the game of life. And the reason why I feel like I lost the game of life is quite simple. Basically, much of what was good about my life kind of went downhill this year. I feel like the person I was at the start of 2024 and the person who I am now, just a few days before this horrible year ends, almost feels like a different human being. And basically at this point in my life, I feel like I have become more of a byproduct of my environment than my environment being a byproduct of me. Which is not a good feeling. If you feel like you are more of a byproduct of your environment than your environment is a byproduct of you, you've lost the game of life. And that's where I'm at. Basically, what can go wrong went wrong this year for me, and it has completely, utterly destroyed my mental health. It has also made me not even really enjoy content creation that much this year. I mean, I've uploaded way less videos this year compared to previous years, and part of it is because I just don't enjoy the process much. Most of the things I normally enjoy doing, I have not really felt like doing it at all. It's like, I'll give you a good example. Sonic X Shadow Generations recently came out, and I haven't even beaten Shadow Generations yet because I literally couldn't care less to play that game right now. Just not in the headspace for it. Really good game, just don't have the headspace for it. And any other year besides 2024, I probably would have a different mindset. But this was just such a bad year where just playing new games is just not that interesting to me right now. Most of the time I play a game, it's pretty much because I have an idea for content. Like, literally, the fact I'm a content creator, that almost killed that guy. Anyways, the fact I'm a content creator is my biggest incentive a lot of times to even play video games nowadays. Especially because I've been playing video games for so much of my life. And it's like, what's really frustrating is that nowadays it often feels like I can't just play a video game for a long extended period of time uninterrupted. Like, for example, right now my cat April is meowing at me. It destroyed my concentration, and then I fucking kill myself in the game. And it's like, I don't want to get up because my little Betty's on my lap. So it took a lot of effort on my end to make one cat happy at the expense of a bunch of cats being, another cat being unhappy. And it's just like trying to have a bunch of happy cats a lot of times just feels like an impossible accomplishment because who I have to be to make one cat happy will piss off the other cat. And so I'm regularly dealing with a situation where it just feels like some of my cats are unhappy with me because who I have to be to make one cat happy will make another cat unhappy. And it just gets really frustrating to me. And it doesn't help, too, that one of my cats, April, is not the most well-behaved cat. She has pissed on my floor repeatedly this year to where I can't just leave her alone in my living room. Basically, a lot of times it's like either I have to throw her outside in the fucking cold, or she's in my room because she keeps destroying our floor. And it's just, I don't know what to do about that, because, like, on one hand, love this cat. I don't necessarily want to see her out in the cold, but I don't know if the mic can pick it up, but she literally will not stop meowing because she wants out of this room. But I can't let her out of the room. So, like, unless I throw her outside. So I just basically now get to listen to a crying cat while trying to play this game. And that's another thing that drives me crazy, is that, like, a lot of times I can't feel like I can focus on anything. I'm constantly being interrupted, whether I'm trying to play a video game, do anything, work on a freelance time, whatever. I'm constantly interrupted, and I regularly just feel like my brain doesn't work as well as it used to. Like, at all. I regularly just feel like my brain does not work anywhere near as well as it did when I was younger. And it's just infuriating to me. Because, like, I know I'm capable of, like, having a brain that works super well, a brain that could actually, like, be my best asset in life and things like that. But instead, I'm regularly put in a position where I feel like my brain is, like, my worst fucking enemy, doesn't work for me well at all, and I'm just sick of it, and yet I don't know what to do to, like, change that. Like, I suppose I could try to figure out some way to leave the environment I'm in, move out, get away from here, but, like, the problem is I'm in a situation where I feel basically trapped, where my mom's health nowadays is just really fucking bad. Like, really bad, to where she's completely codependent on me, and I don't know how to deal with that. I'm not, like, I don't have the caretaker personality. Like, hypothetically, if I was a father, I would be an abysmal dad. It's one of the reasons why I'm, like, literally scared to fuck pussy, even at 35 years old. It's the reason I got a vasectomy. I was like, yeah, no, I don't have the... Some men are, like, meant to be providers. They're meant to deal with high-stress situations. I've always been the type of person where if I go through too much stress, I crumble under pressure and fall apart as a human being, and I'm just difficult to deal with. And at times emotionally exhausting, and I can't help it. It's just who I am. I'm not someone who can handle high-stress situations well at all. Never have, never will be. Just not me. I just, like, some people are just like that. They can't handle a high amount of stress. Oh, no. Well, I suicide killed him. But yeah. Yeah, it's like, if I were to play this game without doing commentary, I would be playing it better. Like, I'm not someone who can multitask well at all. And I just, my brain on a regular basis doesn't feel like it works as well as it did when I was younger. When I play video games, I often feel like, oh yeah, I would have played this game better if I had played this game, like, I don't know, a year ago, or 2 years ago, or 3. I regularly just feel like my mind does not work to my best interest at all. And I'm just regularly frustrated because, like, I hate being a broke dude, struggling with a lot of health issues, finances, etc. Want to fix my situation, but I made a lot of bad life choices when I was younger. And, those choices had consequences. And nowadays, I am a byproduct of some of those consequences. And it's like, I'm kind of just miserable beyond belief as a byproduct of who I am now. And it's like, I don't know what to do. I just feel like that I lost the game of life because I embraced a bunch of life choices that backfired on me horribly. And I think things got really bad for me. Like, really, really fucking bad for me around the age of 26 years old. And then I never, ever fucking recovered. And that's a horrible feeling. To have your life fall apart at 26 years old and then never recover, to where you're making a video at 35 years old saying why I lost the game of life. That's not like a Chad mindset. That's like a beta male loser mindset if I were to go with simplistic, like, fucking internet language. And it's like, I've been trying my best for a long time to have more self-confidence, to be a happier person and this and that. But once in a while, you go through a year that is so awful that you just feel like the person you tried to be is dead. And any attempt to try to continue being that person, you just feel like you're playing character. That's one of the problems I have with making content on YouTube, is that, like, if I want to be consistent in my rhetoric, going through a year like 2024 and remaining consistent is like near impossible unless I decide to go the route of just play a fucking character. Because the way I think about things now compared to like any previous year has changed quite a bit. Like, you guys might have noticed out of nowhere I just stopped making political commentary videos. It was because I noticed a lot of the videos I was making, my rhetoric was contradicting my rhetoric from 2023 because I was becoming too much of a political reactionary in a way that I didn't like my own rhetoric. Where even if I liked the video idea, I didn't like what came out of my fucking mouth when I was doing commentary. And it's because I was too self-aware that I was becoming too reactionary with my rhetoric. It just, apparently the 2024 election had that impact on me. And, yeah, just a really lousy election that was. Have a long video, unedited, that's not finished in editing, where I talk about it. I have all this political content from 2024 that's yet to be uploaded to the internet yet. Partially as a byproduct of perfectionism, which is one of the reasons I went back to this format of content where, oh look, I die in a level and then I just keep talking. It's just like where I don't really care if I play the level well. The point of this video is more so the commentary. I mean, I'm playing this game like garbage. I mean, I might get a game over on World 1. Like, that's how bad I'm playing. That's how bad my mind's working. I've been playing this game since I was a little kid for over 25 years. Most of the time I play this game really well, and yet I might get a game over on fucking World 1. I mean, that's how fucking bad I'm playing this game. That's how bad my life is going. Where I could go and try to do something I've been doing forever, normally do really well, and just like do terrible. And also my cat April will not stop crying while I'm trying to record this video, and it's like, again, my mind doesn't work. I have attention deficit disorder, to where if I'm constantly dealing with distractions like having a cat cry at me or just a bunch of stuff, my brain doesn't work. I can't think. I can't even play a fucking game. I have no functional autopilot whatsoever. To where if I try to do things I've been doing for most of my life, but I'm constantly interrupted, constantly hearing noise, my brain literally doesn't work. I've lost the game of life.